Catholic Daily Mass Readings and Reflection, June 27, 2023. Feast Day of Saint Cyril of Alexandria, Bishop and Doctor. First reading, Genesis 13, verses 5-18. Abram was very rich in livestock, silver, and gold. Lot, who went with Abram, also had flocks and herds and tents, so that the land could not support them if they stayed together. Their possessions were so great that they could not dwell together. There were quarrels between the herdsmen of Abram's livestock and those of Lot's. At this time the Canaanites and the Perizzites were occupying the land. So Abram said to Lot, "Let there be no strife between you and me, or between your herdsmen and mine, for we are kinsmen. It is not the whole land at your disposal. Please separate from me. If you prefer the left, I will go to the right. If you prefer the right, I will go to the left." Lot looked about and saw how well watered the whole Jordan plain was, as far as Zoar, like the Lord's own garden, or like Egypt. This was before the Lord had destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot, therefore, chose for himself the whole Jordan plain and set out eastward. Thus they separated from each other. Abram stayed in the land of Canaan, while Lot settled among the cities of the plain, pitching his tents near Sodom. Now the inhabitants of Sodom were very wicked in the sins they committed against the Lord. After Lot had left, the Lord said to Abram, "Look about you, and from where you are, gaze to the north and south, east and west. All the land that you see I will give to you and your descendants forever. I will make your descendants like the dust of the earth. If anyone could count the dust of the earth, your descendants too might be counted. Set forth and walk about in the land, through its length and breadth, for to you I will give it." Abram moved his tents and went on to settle near the terebinth of Mamre, which is at Hebron. There he built an altar to the Lord. Responsorial Psalm. He who does justice will live in the presence of the Lord. Gospel. Matthew chapter 7. Verses 6:12-14. Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not give what is holy to dogs, or throw your pearls before swine, lest they trample them underfoot, and turn and tear you to pieces. Do to others whatever you would have them do to you. This is the law and the prophets. Enter through the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the road broad that leads to destruction, and those who enter through it are many. How narrow the gate and constricted the road that leads to life, and those who find it are few." Reflection. Enter through the narrow gate. There are important lessons we can learn from the Golden Rule, as enunciated in a positive way by Jesus. We are reminded of the prudence and appropriateness necessary in living with one another. Our actions speak of who we are, and our words express what is in our heart. The law safeguards our way of relating with one another. Each person, regardless of age, social status, religion, and other categorization, deserves to be treated well. Jesus further challenges us to evaluate the choices we make in our life's journey. He presents the narrow gate as the way that leads to life, when the wide gate is much desirable, but leads to destruction. Jesus presents an invitation to choose the path of righteousness. At the same time he gives a warning to those who choose the easy road. How do we treat our neighbors? How appropriate are our actions to the call of the situation? Which gate will we choose? How do we prepare ourselves so that we can enter the narrow gate in order to reach everlasting bliss?